go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you. Welcome in once again to another edition of Braylon Lee's Virtual Tour Live. Y'all, it is my birthday. I talked about it earlier this morning from a emotional point of view, but tonight we're going to have some fun. I'll tell y'all about my day, all that good stuff, and I'm going to spend time with y'all here for 40 minutes, and then I'm going to do Braylon's birthday celebration on Clubhouse, and I'm going to give y'all the funny story about that, about how I came up with that name. So, hey, Linnell Silla, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's get to it because higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Once again, glad to have all you here. It's my birthday. 32 years upon the earth. Very, very happy to still be here upon the earth. And so this morning, I did all my posts on Facebook and, Instagram and, YouTube, of course, and TikTok. And when I got to the YouTube one, I cried so hard because it was just like, I really need to get that out. So I'm gonna show you the YouTube one that I did because it was quite emotional. It really, really was. So, like I said, I won't be on here too long, but a long enough time to make sure that you guys, make it do what it do. So here we go. Here, let's see, I should be able to. There we go. Okay, here we go. So this was the one I legit cried when I made this. I said, I think about this experience every day. The fact that kid from North Arkansas got to be on Nickelodeon, in the words of Big Louis Armstrong, that is. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I'm able to see the colors of the rainbow in the sky and also the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? And they're really saying, I love you. I see babies crying and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And sometimes in the midst of us trying to get our lives together, we tend to miss the fact that we are still living in a beautiful garden with many things they are growing. I'm crying as I write this because I feel like the world was a beautiful greenery. Um, it's just somebody came over with liar foot and just started to destroy the beauty, the majesty, and the greatness of who we are. And it hurts me to see that the world that our ancestors fought so motherfucking hard for, to fight for, it doesn't feel like the fight was ever over. Oh, sorry, y'all. Now as I get through my tears, I think about everybody who wasn't able to be here on today, people who have lost their moms, dads, their kids, opportunities, elders, the ones that are really about something, not just the ones with too much free time and they're not in a constant hole being in dribble that doesn't matter, and how much could have been done if the environment was right. At the same token, I think about our YouTube channel and how many beautiful destinations, or if we're going this metaphor, how many amazing things have bloomed, are blooming, and they are in the process of blooming. Thank you, so much. I truly believe we are such a Niagara Falls. Good. I would just like to live in Phil sometimes. I love you all very, very much. Right. And that was basically just saying, like, hey, it's my birthday. Um, I mean, I should have put that in there, but that's neither here nor there. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you. Let me go in and change it because I'm not changing the words up, y'all. I'm just putting the fact that was my birthday because I feel like some people may not have known, like, oh, it's your birthday today. Um, I should have put that at the top. I was just I was just writing it in due time, right? And I meant every word of that. I really, really did and do and always will. I do wish we could just feel the essence of who we are as individuals with each other and commune and commiserate and celebrate each other, right? So after I got done with all the posting, right? um, Sincerely, it was such a great day. After that, it looked like it was going to rain today, but it did not. I went to Nothing But Bunted Cake and got me a free bunted cake. You get a free bunted cake on your birthday, every birthday. So I thought that was cool. My mom got me like a little mini, it was a decent size of one, the big one, but getting a free bunted and then extra cake. Yeah, I'm good. Went to Texas Roadhouse, got me some catfish. Catfish was good. They had this birthday thing that they were doing for people, but I was just so happy to be out and about and seeing people happy. It's one thing to hear about the news from ABC, NBC, yes, even CBS, yes, even fake news. I meant Fox News, my bad, slip of the tongue. MS now, but to hear it from them, to even hear it from me, right? And to be able to go out into the world and feel it and embrace it and everything else, it was a beautiful thing. All the messages I got on TikTok and Facebook, and I should have put this in my birthday post at the top of the thing, but I'm sure that when people see it, then they'll go, "Oh my God, you should have said it was your birthday." Listen, I was just in my feels, you know what I mean? Um, but sincerely, I think about 32 years upon the earth, right? And I look at our YouTube channel sometimes when I'm down. I'm just like, this is what we do over here. We cover Black culture, anything and everything that we want to talk about. And I think about like Dominique Dillon, right? The young woman who fell asleep on live TV, right? I think about the Nolan Wells case. I think about the Paramount Skydance case that's going on. I was talking to my cousin this morning about how Hollywood is falling on their ass, right? And that 70% of sound stages are empty. And what is Hollywood going to do with a 70% reduction rate in sound stages, right? So For me, 32 years means 32 years being curious, being inquisitive, being adventurous, never stopping for anything in life, and always remembering there is more to come. And my cousin, he said, I gotta give it to you, man. Like, you have never switched up your path. Like, you may have switched up different ways to get there, but you never switched up your path. And I said, I already cried once this morning. I'm not gonna cry again. But I will say, right, just to feel um, that you can be appreciated, that you are felt and you are heard. It's a beautiful thing. Um, I remember when we was getting ready to leave, I said, "Do y'all mind if I buy you Handel's ice cream?" And my mom and dad said, "No, this is your day, Bray." And I'm like, I know it is, but as I've gotten older, I've recognized like it doesn't hurt to give. Um, as a society, I think that for us, giving is so difficult um, because we're always trying to take care of our own. And there's nothing wrong with taking care of our own. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But in the same token of us taking care of our own, we also need to recognize by taking care of one another, we will always have our own. By taking care of each other, we will always have our own. By taking care of each other, we'll always have our own, right? And I remember saying to my cousin today, I said, I will do all the pre-production meetings when I make it in Hollywood. I will do all the post-production meetings. I will do all the promotion that is necessary. Keyword necessary, keyword necessary, keyword necessary. But I will never have a meeting over my gift. I will never have a meeting over my gift. I will never have a meeting over my gift. And I think for 32 years upon the earth, right? My gift has been evolving every day. My love has been evolving every day. Like the post that I made on Facebook was just about love um, and what love means to me. Sincerely, it is something quite to behold. That at the beginning, middle, end of the day, how we move, right, determines how we rise. And I know I'm not the best person in the world. I know that for a damn fact. He or she has us and cast the first stone. But I do try my very best to always invest good energy, right? I thought about my sister today. I got a text from her, and actually she called me this morning. Then she texted, the family group chat, and she said she missed me. So it was just a very simplistic birthday. Do I want to have another birthday party? Absolutely. I wanted to have it at Wild Country, but of course they couldn't pay their bills. And then of course wanted to have the after party playtime pizza, but of course they couldn't pay their bills either. So it was what it was, right? But I am very thankful. I'm just trying to see if anything moves on my phone, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Because you never know what can happen when we're live on tour. Um, I'm very thankful, right, that I recognize my emotions today. Like when I cried doing that YouTube post, I really just felt like, damn, you really are tuned in. You really do have your emotions turned on all the way up. And I think to myself as a black person, how we have been told, everything's gonna be okay. You've been through worse, this, that, and the third. And I said to my mom and my dad, just because we've been through worse doesn't mean that we shouldn't have the right to be in our feelings that this ain't cool, this ain't right, this is disrespectful. And I think I was crying this morning too because I'm just like the fight that was being had back then about rights. Like I feel like we're all on a back lot. We got restaurants, we got bars, we got hotels, we got all these places where black and whites can be together, but that doesn't mean we're in unity. And I thought about, MLK, right? What he said. Now I'm gonna let it play here. I think it's very important. that you guys see this because this is how I feel sometimes about my life. Sometimes how I feel about society. So here we go.
I'm tired of marching. Tired of marching for something that should have been mine at birth. I don't mind saying to you tonight. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of the tension surrounding our days. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of living every day under the threat of death. I have no martyr complex. I want to live as long as anybody in this building tonight. And sometimes I begin to doubt whether I'm going to make it through. I must confess I'm tired. I'm tired of marching. Tired of marching for something that should have been mine at birth. I don't mind saying to you tonight. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of the tension surrounding our days. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of living every day under the threat of death. I have no martyr complex. I want to live as long as anybody in this building tonight. And sometimes I begin to doubt whether I'm going to make it through. I must confess I'm tired.
One more time, y'all.
I'm tired of marching. Tired of marching for something that should have been mine at birth. I don't mind saying to you tonight. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of the tension surrounding our days. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of living every day under the threat of death. I have no martyr complex. I want to live as long as anybody in this building tonight. And sometimes I begin to doubt whether I'm going to make it through. I must confess I'm tired.
Even Dr. King was tired of marching. You know, sometimes I get tired of marching for doing the right thing. Sometimes I get tired of marching for believing that love can be claimed in life. Sometimes I get tired of feeling like good can be in the world. But what I have to realize within that is the day that I am tired of all of that is the day I acquiesce to the spaces for that energy to form. We really don't think about the power of our words sometimes. You know, life and death is the power of the tongue. I learned some news today. I'm not going to tell y'all about it. If you find out, you find out. But it hurt my soul, right? Because you think that the strength of, you know, a reputation and someone's character will guide any entity through anything. But when pain and strife and trying to figure out your place destroys a great legacy, what do you do then, right? And y'all know I've never loved a linear, stagnant legacy. Rather, that's what I'm gonna say. A static legacy, right? I love a dynamic legacy. Who's going to be the doctor? Who's going to be the lawyer? Who's going to be the chef, right? Who's going to be the person that makes the alcohol, right? Who's going to be the person that's going to make the technology? Who's going to be the person to be in media to help promote the family, right? You want to be able to have such a dynamic legacy that you can go within your network and you ain't got to go outside of your network, right? Now, in reality, is that going to happen for everybody? Absolutely not. But that does not mean that you don't go forth, you don't try, and you don't conquer that goal, right? And I told you I was going to tell y'all how I got to BBC, right? Braylon's birthday celebration. So on Clubhouse, you know, you got to be creative, right? Because it's the power of audio, right? So I was like, what could I do to get people into my room for my birthday? And I'm like, Braylon's birthday celebration. When you hear it, it's BBC. Everybody knows what BBC is, okay? It's not just the British Broadcasting Corporation, but it's a whole nother terminology, right? And so I've always been a person that's always loved wordplay, that's always loved, misdirecting and contorting and just seeing what can be. I think there's a very powerful opportunity in being able to see what can be. Like I said to you all earlier this morning, I don't like change. If you really want to know, Braylon, I don't like change. But if I can understand the change and how it can be a tool, how it can help me, I'm good with that, right? But it took me a long time to get to that. But also, too, it took me a long time to recognize the more I stay to myself, I'm always going to be comfortable, but I'm never going to grow. I'm always going to be comfortable, but I'm never going to grow. I'm always going to be comfortable, but I'm never going to grow. I'm always going to be comfortable, but I will never grow. I will never grow. I will never grow. Like I said, I think about, the day that I finally get into a full-blown relationship. I've had relationships before, but I think my mindset is getting ready to be in a full-term relationship where it does lead to marriage. I still believe in marriage. I absolutely do. I believe in marriage, even though love is so complicated nowadays. I'm so old school. I go to work, I come home, I love my family and friends. I treat the platforms that I attend to with the utmost respect, reverence, and sincerity. I still open up the door for my mom and my sister every time we go out. When I'm with friends, I make sure, hey, text me when you're home, right? So I'm very old school. And sometimes I wonder, does that even matter anymore? But you have to recognize this. God made too many people for you not to find somebody. As I'm saying it to you, I'm saying it to myself, right? When it comes to having kids, I believe you should be financially in a good position before you have kids. It doesn't make any sense to bring those kids into a world where you're not responsible, not just with yourself, but you don't have the resources to take care of them, right? Because kids didn't ask to be here at the beginning of the day, right? When it comes to understanding philanthropy, right? Philanthropy is not just money. Philanthropy is time. Me going to, for example, the I Promise School in Akron and teaching the kids on how to do television. That's something I want to do. Sincerely, I want to be able to utilize my gift to say, okay, here's camera 2. Now, I'm going to need y'all to have some chemistry here, right? Okay, this story is a very serious story, so you got to Good evening, everybody. A very sad story to bring to you. We're gonna go live to so and so and tell them about cadence and tone, and the why having range and being able to tell stories is important. The frequency I'm on is at such a different level. I don't have time for bullshit. I don't. At this point in my life, I'm only electing to hear sound that I want to hear. I want to hear the sound of my BBW wife. I want to hear the sound of my kids being joyful, whether I have them or they're adopted or however we get the kids. Because everybody has complications in life. And child, there's some people who have complications that are better parents than people who can actually have kids. Don't look at me like that because y'all know somebody like that in your life. Shut up. Being in my career full time, I want to utilize media to help as many people as I can. I think about Extreme Mega or Home Edition, right? And there was a show called Let's Get the Party Started where they threw a party for somebody. I'm like, it would be so cool to fly into somebody's town, surprise somebody, send them on vacation, and throw this big party for them. And when Ty Pennington said, "Let's bring them home," it would be so cool to bring home that family, bring home that person, and move that bus driver, move that bus. It is a whole venue dedicated to celebrating them, man. That's the stuff that gets me excited, right? I was saying to my mom, my mind at this point, I want to be able to be a resource for people who have always been a resource to others, right? Let's just say somebody rings that bell because they finally overcame cancer. They said, we want Braylon here. Done. Whatever I gotta do, whether I'm in person, whether I'm doing a live video call, like, hey, you did, congratulations, and hey, you know what? When I get the chance, I'm gonna meet you in person. We're gonna hang out. I don't mind doing that. Me going to a college campus and speaking to college students for free, I don't mind doing that because everybody needs somebody. I think we've gone away from that as a society, right? As a society, as a people, as a culture, as I often like to say. And to be real with y'all, this birthday was so emotional for me because I thought about how much I've accomplished in life and how much I haven't accomplished. I also think about just how many times we have been told to just forget being Black, forget your pain, forget what you went through. And there's no way in hell I can be this and not give a damn about people, my people, that is, right? And also, too, you think about, Asians and Latinos and Latinas and Afro-Latinas and Afro-Latinos, and you think about Germans and Scottish people, you think about all the minorities, right? We all have had afflictions, right? Why in the world do we want progress, but yet we don't want to invest in each other, right? Like, if a Black person makes it, it's that person, right? And it should never be that person because you being at the top, it's only you. And you can't take everything with you when you die. You can't. So how do you allow yourself to diversify yourself? And one thing I have always said to myself, like, I don't think I could ever be a shark on Shark Tank. That don't mean it can't happen, but here's where I'm going here, right? Sharks actually invest their own money. I think that they need a creative shark to be like, oh, okay, what is your brand identity? What is your brand slogan? Now, with your brand identity and your brand slogan, tell me the story of your company. Why does it mean something to you? Let me see the social media numbers, right? And I know what some of you are thinking, like, Brad, Creative Shark sounds amazing. Why haven't they thought of it? Because all they care about is the numbers. My thing is, if you can't connect to a person, you're not going to connect to the numbers, right? Because every business has a story. To use Kathy Lee's words, everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. And I could do Shark Tank for at least 5 seasons, right? But also, too, in the same token, when you do Shark Tank, you can't really do any other shows. I'm like, that's not going to work for me. because I built up Brainleaf Virtual Tour from the ground up. So it's like, no, if I'm a creative shark on Shark Tank, okay, I'm gonna want to do Brainleaf Virtual Tour. I'm gonna want to do Good Morning America. I'm gonna want to do all these other shows that I've created. Because the way I see Shark Tank, right, it is everyday people given the chance to pitch why they just need just that super on their natural. That's it. And so imagine, for example, right? Imagine if I had Braylon's Virtual Tour, right? I said, okay, you know what? Not only am I going to put you on Braylon's Virtual Tour, right? But let's just say that this person, they, I'm trying to think of something. Let's just say that they have let's just say they have sunglasses, right? I will provide sunglasses to every person on every production, right? That's social capital, right? Me and you will go to a sunglasses convention to promote your sunglasses, right? So that's that scripture of your gift will make room for you, put you before great men, right? A lot of people think that what they do is their gift. No. What you do is the platform, right? What you do is the vehicle. YouTube is the vehicle. Your gift is the thing that you do with the least amount of effort. I remember saying to Millie Chen, I want to work on my gift full time, right? Not the platform full time, right? And Millie Chan, I remember her saying that, I don't mind working on YouTube full time. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But Millie Chan, you're bigger than YouTube. Now everybody else is. If it don't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. Okay, listen. But sincerely, I've recognized that. So, like, sometimes we have to recognize that the door that we're creating is going to open up every other door. And I believe Braylon's virtual tour is going to do that. I believe Braylon's virtual tour is going to allow me to join this particular show. Y'all should know the show by now. Roll it.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh, good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger?
I believe that Braylon's virtual tour will open up the door for me to be on that show. I believe Braylon's virtual tour will open up the door for the Tonight Show starring Braylon Lee to happen on Friday nights at 11:35, 10:35 Central on NBC. I believe Braylon's virtual tour is going to allow me to do speaking engagements anywhere and everywhere in the world, whether it's media, pop culture, leadership, entrepreneurship, self-esteem. I'll never forget what Steve Harvey said. Go up the hallway, there's more doors. I'd rather go up the hallway and knock on every door and be rejected by every door than just standing in the hallway. Because if I just stand in the hallway, I'm ignoring all the other doors that I could have had an opportunity. Like Ra Ali said, structure, how can I put it? Creativity gets you to the door. Structure allows you to stay in it. Right? And I never forgot those words, right? Because it's one thing to be creative. It's another thing to have structure, right? Have structure, believe room for spontaneity. And that was an executive producer from the Queen Latifah show that said that, right? And I've often said to you guys that each thing that I do is a spontaneous decision, rather, but leads back to my dream of media. So Braylon's virtual tour leads to media. Me doing the Don Lemon show leads to me. And me doing Nickelodeon leads to me. And me doing WeTV leads to me. And me doing iHeartRadio leads to me. And me doing ABCNews.com leads to me. And me doing the Ozzy Media College Watching show leads to media. The more you're able to showcase your range, the better off you'll be able to handle different lanes. And you also have to know your gift well enough, right? Let's just say that Kevin Frazier and Michelle Turner say to me, hey, Bray, we love what you do with Braylon's virtual tour. We want you to bring that energy over to Entertainment Tonight. Well, guess what? I know that's not going to happen. Your show is 30 minutes, 22 minutes, 30 minutes total with commercials, 22 minutes about. You had to extend the show to a whole 60 minutes. I don't think y'all have the capacity, capability, comprehension of the brain cells to execute that. Right. But what I've also come to realize is you will lose some battles for defending your gift. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Like, if CBS wasn't bought under David Ellison, Larry Ellison, and wasn't connected to the president and was connected to somebody competent that didn't look at DEI as a war, and then, backtrack their connections and how they got, the deal to buy the company, I would work at Paramount. I really would, right? And, of course, with the industry, with all these mergers and acquisitions, of course, you got to go to where the doors are, right? But that doesn't mean that every door is good for you, right? For example, one show that I wish would come back. Oh my God. Let me see if I can bring it up. And I remember this show. This was on the Oprah Winfrey Network for a very, very, very long time. I'm gonna show y'all two different chapters here. So here we go. Let me share this. I'm gonna show y'all this. Here we go.
I care too, friends. I know all of you believe each of us could make a difference in our own lives and the lives of other people. And you know I believe that too. So I got some good news. We're getting ready for my new show on OWN. I am coming back on the air in prime time on OWN, October 10th. Okay, here we go. We've come up with an innovative, interactive, exciting new way to take everything we have learned over the past 25 years, break it down to help make your life better, happier, bigger. I love this. This is great. Deeper, more fulfilling. That's the kind of joy I'm looking for. Here's an exclusive look at what my team and I have been working on right here at Harpo Studios. I see this as the greatest opportunity that 4,561 shows of a library could possibly give us.
Everything you've learned and everything that you've taught and all the guests have taught you.
It's going to be great to have some edge to the lessons.
It's going to feel as fresh and original to the 25-year viewer as it will to the new viewer who just watched season 25 behind the scenes all year, to somebody who's never tuned in.
Come with me. Come, let's show you right now. Come to my office right now. Let's show you. You know what this is? This is the only thing I have ever kept. Ever. And what does it say? The world is Oprah's classroom. Because that is my dream. It's going to happen today.
Yeah.
So I want all of you right here with me on Life Class, premiering on October 10th at 8 o'clock, 7 Central. When I learn something, when I know something, when I find something, I always want to share it. Because life is better when we share it. While you're on Tier 2, be sure to reserve your spot and enter for a chance to join me in Atlanta. We're going to have a good time down there.
Yeah. That's not the only thing she did. Right.
Beginning March 26th for 6 Monday nights.
We're live around the world. This is so cool.
Oprah's bringing the world's largest classroom to you in crowds of thousands.
I love when this happens.
With superstar teachers Tony Robbins, Bishop T.D. Jakes, Iyanla Vanzant, and Deepak Chopra.
Bing, 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 bing. I had AHA with you.
Oprah's Life Class, the tour, on TV, on the web, and live in person.
That was good!
Begins March 26th, Mondays 8, 7 Central, only on OWN.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And as we get ready to wrap up, because I got to get onto Clubhouse here, I remember when this premiered. Roll it.
All my dreamers, all my
Well, I am, baby.
tomorrow leaders.
Like I paid.
This is your chance.
What if I could take every hero who inspired me, every lesson that motivated me, every opportunity that was ever given to me, and give it to you? What if I could take every story that ever moved me, every song I ever danced to, all of my most special celebrations, and share them with you? And now, here we are. This is our day. This is our moment. It all begins here. On the new Oprah Winfrey Network. Launching January 1st. Woo, this is gonna be good.
I remember seeing that promo, right? And you think about the impact of Oprah leaving a platform for 25 years. She owned the show lock, stock, and barrel. She owned the damn studios where she produced the damn show. I wish she would have kept it as the Oprah Winfrey Museum and kept it as a damn studio for other independent, production companies to make shows out of, because that would have been a cash cow. But hindsight's 2020. But why do I bring that up? That's why I try to do here. I try to take every lesson, every blessing, every article that I could see something that could be good for people. Bring to you voices that are not being seen, heard, and embraced. Most of all, to let you know we can be more than what is said about us. Like I said earlier this morning, anybody can define you, but it takes somebody to give weight to that definition. And we have to do better as a people for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 40-minute celebration with me. Thank you all so much. I'm going to honor you guys now with the daily motivator and then head on out of here, everybody. What a great birthday celebration. Y'all know I will stay here longer, but of course, I'm trying to make sure everybody is covered, okay? Here we go, y'all. Sloth makes all things difficult. Industry all easy. Benjamin Franklin, there it is there. It's time for the day motivator for my birthday, August 10th, 2026. Into action now. You've waited too long to get started, so don't wait anymore. Go ahead and jump into action now. You're not as well prepared as you'd like to be, but rather than using that as an excuse, see it as another challenge you're eager to overcome and get to work. There are plenty of things that you could have done better. There are all sorts of factors that could have been different. Yet what you have to work with is the situation as it is. Here and now. You gotta promise to love yourself faithfully. You're all you need. Here and now. That's Big Luther, not Little Luther, in the words of my mama. Accept it, embrace it, put your effort and resourcefulness into creating new value with it. You've gained wisdom and experience from what got you here. Focus on putting it into good use within the reality that now exists. This is the moment. These are the conditions. Here are the resources you have to work with. Engage your passion, and determination to inject positive purpose into it all and bring new goodness to life. Well, let's talk about into action now. Into action now has levels to it, right? Some of y'all think that, oh my God, I gotta be a health nut. I gotta go to the gym 5 days a week. That's not true. Y'all, I just started taking a multivitamin and prebiotics and postbiotics. And I'm taking aloe vera. I just started that a week ago? Okay. All right. Now I know I drank some Lalo tequila tonight, but it's my birthday, right? So remember, there's levels to being into action now, right? That's the first thing I want to tell you. Second thing I want to tell you is this, right? There's all sorts of factors that could have been different, right? There's a song by Life Jennings called It Could Have Been Worse. My friend Destiny put me on that song by Life Jennings. And Life Jennings said, remember, he didn't leave you sick and dead. And remember that, when you could have been sentenced to life. And remember, you could have been dead. You could have been paralyzed, confined to a bed. You could have lost everything because somebody watching you, giving you another chance. Remember how I said every reflection creates a new way for taking inventory? Taking inventory sometimes doesn't reduce the work that you've done, but it just puts things into perspective of, is what you're focusing on really the thing that needs to matter to you? I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody. And finally, focus on putting it to good use within the reality that now exists, right? As I was talking to my cousin, he was so impressed that I got to 1 million views, right? And you guys know I have autism. He had a statement. He said, once you start talking, you never shut up. And I said to him, listen, thank God for 32 years of not being able to shut up. And you think about, that's 3 decades and 2 years added. And you know what excites me the most? is not all the people I have touched with my voice. Because as in the words of Dr. Maya Angelou, you never know who you're touching. Each person you're touching, rather, is your legacy, darling. You know what excites me the most is not by the voices I did touch, not the voices I'm touching now, but the voices that I'm going to be touching in the years to come. We don't ever get excited about what's to come because it's scary. May I suggest to you the only way that anything can come your way is by doing the work now. And the only way you know how to do the work now is because you were able to get your foundation at it in the beginning. So with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want points, especially because you are always one of us. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. While it's one thing to call yourself, it's another to be chosen. One love, much love for all love. I can spend time with you. You spend time with me. Hopefully, I spend time together. I'll be great together. And always remember, we're doing radio, television. YouTube will be your best life, or you're just recognizing, hey, listen, the journey, it may be long, it may be strenuous, and child, you may want to throw in the towel. But what you do is you get your shoes, right? Get your shoes on, and you put one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, and you keep going. Because as long as you're moving, you're grooving. And if you're grooving, you're going to get to that destination. Make sure the replay is not just for you watch it, not just for you listen to it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you. I always remember, receive love, you gotta give it. Receive love, you gotta give it. Receive love, you gotta give it. Wherever obstacles you've overcome, wherever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one's proud of me, proud of you down. So finally, y'all, listen. We are in August. It's about to be getting closer and closer to the end of the year. I just want you to know the blessings that you have obtained this year, congratulations to you. The curses that you lost, you were supposed to lose them. But here's the blessing, right? Here's the blessing of it. Some of your blessings have allowed you to gain resources to build on top of those blessings. But recognize that each tool requires a different effort. So recognize that your energy needs to be respected by the people, the places, the things, the ideas, the concepts, not only that you create, but that you give. But bigger than that, you cannot use your energy in every tool. You have to recognize that some tools weigh heavier than others, and sometimes you got to do harder work with a bigger tool that can make an impact. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessings in our own way, for you, me, all of us, as a society, as people, as culture. I feel the love and send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal. Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas cost to make.
Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey. Prepare for a journey. Beyond imagination. Beyond belief. Beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe. A new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery. An isle of fire-breathing excitement. A shadowy world of monsters and mystery. New wonders in the wizarding world. And a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing. A good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing. A good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing. A good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing. A good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord covering black. Have been moving on my own accord covering black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon. Shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord covering black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon. Shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord covering black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon. Shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get a phone. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
Power 923 Jam. Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams. KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG, Little Rock, a Cumulus media station. And now, back to the jams. Hip-hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls where
R&B.
J. Howell.
Just cause I love you and you love me
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams.